What's up, FOA Squad? I'm Anthony, and welcome to our channel, Life with Anthony. I hope all of you are doing well out there. Happy Monday to you guys. So, guys, when I did the last Q&A a few days ago, a few of you requested that I do a part 2 because there were so many questions. So I thought today would be a good day to tackle that. So let's get into it. The first question is from JK with Love, and she asked, now that you are more retire-ish, have you thought about joining a traveling caravan group? And she also asked, what's your favorite thing to do in a van? I'll start with that. I have absolutely no favorite things to do in a van because I try to stay out of my car as much as possible. So having something favorable to do inside the van would just keep me, or my car I should say, would just keep me in the car even more. So no, I don't have any favorite things to do in the car. I try to stay out of that car as much as possible. Okay, the first, now for the other question that JK with Love asked, I don't plan on traveling with a group of people, not intentionally anyway. I feel like when you travel with a group of people, there's compromise always on the table, and right now I like the fact that I can just travel somewhere, move at my own pace, see what I want to see, etc., etc., etc. So no plans for that, JK. The next question comes from Caramel Vegan, and she asked, would you ever consider doing a traveling cooking segment? You can try different recipes in different states. Now, the concept and idea of that sounds great to me. It really does. But I think in my head, the issue that I would run into is finding these different places to actually cook. I mean, unless we're talking about like a hotel, you know, because most of the traveling I do, I'm going to be staying in a hotel. I mean, I ain't going to lie about that. Unless you was talking about hotel cooking. But if you're talking about like everywhere I go, trying to find a state park or trying to find an appropriate place to cook, I'm not sure I would be willing to do that, but who knows? The next question comes from Kenya, and Kenya asks, what was your supervisor response when you resigned? Did I give 2 weeks notice? All right, my supervisor response was very similar, if not almost the same, when I retired or resigned one day. Remember, I put that 1 day resignation in, and then I went back the next day and said, oh, I changed my mind. Well, it was sort of like that. He was kind of like shocked at first, and then more like sad to see me go. As of did I give a 2 weeks notice? I tried, y'all. I tried to give him a 2 weeks notice. I actually went up to my supervisor and I asked him, I said, how do you feel about the whole 2 week notice type of deal? And how about, then I said, I was just toying around, and I was like, well, what about a week? You know, how do they feel about that here? And so he asked me a question. He said, do you plan on coming back? I said, no. And which I really don't plan on going back. I don't plan on going back into the printing industry ever again. And even if I have to get another job, and even if that job happens to be full-time, it's not going to be printing. So I said no, and he said, then I would not worry about, a 2 week notice, a 1 week notice, So I told him that I would, okay, then I said, okay, well, Friday, this was I think Monday, Friday I think is going to be my last day then. And so then Wednesday rolled around of that week, and I just was not feeling like being there. I wasn't. At that point, they had moved me on to another press so that they can train somebody else on this press to see if that guy can do the job by himself, yada, yada, yada. They had moved us around, and that was all in my head that, I don't want to go over on that press and work. So I really was not feeling like being there. So on Wednesday, around half of the day, 7:30. But that wasn't the key factor of what I'm going to tell you. They put a guy over there to work with me on that Wednesday because his press was not running. And all this guy talks about is sexing women. And the minute he came over there, in less than like 10, 15 minutes, he started going in on that. And I'm telling you, he wore my nerves out in a very short time. I walked over there to my supervisor and I said, would you be upset if I leave right now? And he said, leave. And I said, yeah, leave, and this will be my last day. And he said, no. And he shook my hand, said good luck and all that kind of stuff. And, I went and got my lunch bag, my toolbox, and I said goodbye to the stacker operator, gave him a little hug, and I left. Now, I do regret not saying bye to a few people because I ran into the stacker operator because he lives in the same town as I do. And he told me that certain people were or had mentioned that I didn't even say goodbye to them, So I do regret that. But other than that, that's how it went down. All right, the next question is from Saffron, and they ask, have you ever been married or have any children? I have never been married, never had the desire to be married in none of my life. I have no children, never had the desire to have children, none of my life. Okay, that took care of that one. Okay, the next question comes from Tracy Martin, and she asks, when are you and your best friend will get together again? Okay, Lamont is in the process of moving from Connecticut back to Florida. He had to go to Florida for some personal reasons. He was up there for several months. Now he's ready to go back to Florida. So he's kind of in the process of looking for a place to stay, blah, blah, blah. Our target date now to go back to Florida, because I told him I would go back to Florida and help him get situated, is mid-September. So that's when he and I will probably see each other the next time. All right, the next question comes from Lioness Pride, and they ask 3 questions. Okay, out of all the places you've eaten on your recent road trip, which one was your favorite and your least? Well, my favorite, of course, was that fish sandwich that I ate at E-Town. It was called E-Town, and that was in I want to say Cleveland. Yes, I believe that was in Cleveland. And I showed you guys that fish sandwich. I made a video of it, and it was absolutely delicious. Now, the worst meal, which I mentioned and made a video, or was part of my video, was in Cleveland, and it was that Denny's I ate breakfast, because I don't know how you mess up a breakfast, but they did. Okay, since you like watching movies, have you ever considered hosting a monthly movie group? You can pick a movie, and we can go watch, and then we can talk about it live. I like that idea. I do. I don't know if I would want to do it monthly, though. Maybe every other month. But I like that idea, and it is something that I would consider doing because y'all know I go to the movies all the time, and I'm quite sure there are many of you out there that go to the movies as well. And I think that would be nice, kind of like a book club, but a movie. So I will consider that. All right, the last question is, what about playing Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, Family Feud, Bingo on this channel? How would we do all that, though? I could say bingo if it was live, but the lives sometimes or a lot of times get out of control. You got people coming in and disrupting and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if we can actually get through that. But, again, something that I would consider doing. Next question is from Andrea Logan, and she asks, is your family from the South, South Carolina specifically? You favor relatives of mine. And then she says, I look like the male version of an aunt of hers. I am not from the South. My mother and her siblings are from the South. But I was born and raised along with my siblings in Baltimore, Maryland. So I personally, was not from the South, but my mom was from the South. Is from the South. All right, Miss Gamer Glam asks, what does your family think about you living in a car? At this point, I don't think they think anything of it now. I think they're used to it. Remember, I did it for 2.5 years in a minivan, you know, and so this is kind of like the second rodeo doing it. So they don't think anything of it. I mean, we don't even really talk about it. I mean, the last time I talked about it was telling them how the channel grew and our community grew and everything. But other than that, you know, we don't talk about it. It's not a topic of conversation, you know. I am 56 years old, so I'm pretty sure I can do what I want to do. No, I mean, at the beginning, back then when I was in the minivan, I'm quite sure it was shock to everybody. They was trying to figure out why am I doing it, et cetera, et cetera. But the second time around, it was just no big deal. I don't even think they gave it a second thought. All right, the next one is from Tina Smith, and she asks, my husband and I love your channel, especially the cooking videos. We were wondering, where do you get your utensils from? I get almost everything I purchase off of Amazon. Everything, you know, it's easy. They ship it to you. You don't have to go out. You don't have to do anything. I get probably 99.9 of the things I buy is from off of Amazon. Okay, the next question is from Maria, and she asks, if you decide on campground life, are you going to look at other places to stay during the summer, or are you content with the one that you stay in? I am very content with the one that I stay in, but like I mentioned, that's a seasonal campground. It's from May until Labor Day, and after that, no one is allowed to stay at that campground. So during that particular time of the year, that would be the place that I would go to. Now, after that season is over, of course, if I want to continue the campground RV lifestyle, I would have to find alternate places to go to after that, which will probably be down to south somewhere, you know, because then it will, I don't know, because, you know, I ain't a fan of, I'm not a big fan of heat. You know how in the wintertime they like, well, move down there. I'm not a big fan of the heat. I do not like summer at all. I'm struggling right now with car life in this 100-degree weather right now. I'm trying my best to get through it and manage my way through August, which is going to be the hottest month of the summer. And, you know, I just don't like the heat. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Don't give me the line on here. Yeah, don't like the heat. Don't like the heat. So it's going to be a challenge for me to find another campground that you know, is not going to be scorching hot, you know, because I don't want to do that, you know. So I don't know. I have to do some research on, you know, other campgrounds, where they located, what they allow and don't allow. It's just a lot of research and, you know, to see what's out there and what's available and what's accepted and what's not accepted. The next question is from Tiara Walker, and she asks, where do you go to number 2? Or if it was a surprise tummy issue arises, if a surprise tummy issue rises, where do you go? All right, I have probably about 3 go-to places. My main place that I go and use the bathroom is the library. The library is open until 8 o'clock at night, Monday through the week. But I know that's what you didn't ask. I have never had a situation where I had to get up during the middle of the night and take a poop. I did not do that when I was living in an apartment. I mean, that's just wasn't something that I did. I either went to the bathroom, number 2, during the day or before I went to bed. But I have never, ever in my life that I can remember, unless I'm having some kind of issues, you know, with diarrhea or something like that, you know, where it keeps you running and, you know. But under normal circumstances, I mean, I guess that would not be considered normal circumstances if you have to actually do it. I haven't had to do that. I haven't had to do that. And if I had to do that, you know, Wawa is a block away from me. They are open 24/7. So I would be able to quickly go to the Wawa, You know, when you live this lifestyle, and especially if you're stationary, you got to get those things in order. You know, you got to know which bathroom, like the library is not open on Sundays, and when they're not open, my primary bathroom is the grocery store. You know, it's well kept. I'm gonna do a video and show you guys my 3 or 4 best bathrooms that I go to, because that library bathroom, woo, I bet you that bathroom look better than a lot of people's homes. Alrighty, or home bathrooms, I should say. All right, the next question is from I Am Princess, and she asked, I currently have a candle business. I was wondering what made you close your candle business. I just did not see any way possible that I will be able to conduct a candle business living in a car. I wouldn't have any place to make the candles, store the candles, you know, fulfill the orders. It was just, it would be impossible to do that. And even if I was to move into something, let's say I buy a Class B or something, I still would not go back into making candles right there. If I someday get a house or a trailer park community or something of that nature where I have the space and it's a permanent space, I might venture back into making candles, because I did enjoy and do enjoy making candles. And quite honestly, they weren't doing that well in terms of sales. You know, the motivation was not there, and eventually I probably was going to stop doing it anyway. All right, the next question is for, I think this is Antoine Ball. Is that how you say your first name? Antoine, I hope it is. If not, please forgive me. Okay, we see that you manage car life very well. But what happens if you found a partner that you wanted to spend the rest of your life with? How would that work? Okay, first and foremost, there's some key things to this sentence. If I'm to the point where I want to spend the rest of my life with someone, then they already know about the car life. You know, they've already accepted it. You know, they're not trying to get me to get out of it and do all those things. All of those things would already be in place for me to even think that this is someone that I would like to spend the rest of my life with. I always say to myself, or that if I was to meet someone, I'm very slow moving. I'm not a fast person. I'm not a goo gaga over somebody. You know, when I first meet you, and especially as we all know, a lot of us are attracted to people initially through looks or whatever. You know, that wears off quick with me. Okay, ooh, yeah, you're good looking, you're attractive. Okay, what's next? You know? So I don't fall for people hard like that, you know? I'm one of those people that takes their time, get to know people, you know, learn as much as I can about them, you know, and then I decide whether or not I want to be in a relationship with that person, you know. I don't care how many long conversations we have on the phone. First of all, I ain't talking that long on the phone with nobody I just met. Because I told you, I don't go goo gaga over people. I takes my time, you know. All right. But to say a little bit more about that, if I was to meet someone and, you know, the whole time thing is put in place and I feel like this is somebody that I want to, you know, 2 things can happen. You know, either we get a place together, this person might have their own place. I don't know how I feel about moving into other people's places, though. I don't think I would like that. I don't like not having, not the upper hand, but at least some middle ground hand. You know, I don't like that. I don't think I would ever move in with somebody, you know. If they into me like I'm into them, then they would be willing to just, you know, and they as sure as they think they are about me as I am of them, you know, we gonna have to come to some kind of middle ground about the living arrangements, or else we can just stay apart. And I would be perfectly fine with that. Okay. The next question is from Coco, and she asked, what do you think of those portable air conditioners? Well, Tiffany, where's Tiffany? She just, last week or 2 weeks ago, she just reviewed one of those portable air conditioners, and the one she reviewed, it looked big. It looked too big for a car, you know. I just don't think there is nothing suitable for a vehicle of my size, a car. It's nothing suitable. I've tried the ones where you dump the water in and the air. You know, you get up to 100 degrees in the humidity, high humidity, that thing don't do nothing for you. I had one of those before in my minivan. That thing ain't do nothing for you. So I'm not a big fan of it. I just don't think they are suitable for my size vehicle. And you know, you have to make those things a certain size to get the power from it to even make a difference. You know, those little tiny ones, they're not going to help you out. Like even one that I have, so far it's been helping me out because at night it hasn't been, you know, too hot. And with all my windows cracked down, I feel a little relief, but they don't do anything for you. All right, the next question is from Carlitas. What's your favorite? Oh, back it up. Okay, I'll go ahead and finish this one. Carlitas, what's your favorite things to do to have fun, planning or non-planning? Okay, here are some of my favorite things that I can do like at the drop of a dime. I like to bowl, you know. Hopefully I'm halfway good at it, but I like the fun of it. I like to bowl. I like shooting pool, you know, but the 2 pool halls that are around here, they still allowing people to smoke inside of them, so I have not gone to do that there. But I do like shooting pool. I like playing, I just said it. I'm having a senior moment here. Bowling. And of course, you know, I love going to the movies. I will go to the movies every weekend if something is out there that I want to see. But what else? You know, everybody likes traveling, or most people like traveling. That's not, you know, nothing different. I'm pretty good at table tennis, ping pong. I used to go to the recreation center after school almost every day in my younger days and play ping pong. I got pretty good at it. Don't know how I am now because I haven't played in a long time, but I was at one point pretty good at ping pong, so I did enjoy that. Other than that, you know, that's it. You know, the typical things. I like going to comedy clubs, and that's about it, you know. All right, the next question is from Derica. Am I saying that right? Derica, forgive me if I mispronounce your name. Ask, when is the first meet and greet? Ha ha! I just posted today the first official meet and greet on our community page. So I'm telling y'all, if you're not in tune with the community page, you're gonna miss out. Yeah, I just posted. It's on August the 7th, Sunday, August the 7th at 4 p.m. It will be in Ewing Township of New Jersey. It's a ramen noodle meetup. So we'll be going and hopefully eating some more good ramen. You can visit the community page if you're interested. But I'll put the information up here somewhere. And you guys can, you know, see it. August the 7th. Okay. The next question is from Sharon Walker, and she asked, do you think that you would decide to lease an apartment again at some point? And nope. I have no desire to live in an apartment anymore. None. I will get a bigger vehicle before I move back into an apartment. I will go out and get a Class B or something before I decide to go back into an apartment. I think my apartment life, I will say this, the next 5.5 years until I officially retire, the answer is no. I have no idea what direction I will take when that time comes. I'm 62, can officially retire early, what my living conditions would be like. But up until that point, the next 5.5 years, I will not be going back into an apartment. Because you know what? I can see myself going back into another apartment And as soon as I have to pay that rent, 1 or 2 times, I'm going to be like, God darn it, Anthony. You should have stayed your behind in that car. So no, I don't see myself doing that. The next question comes from Sarita Felder, Jewelry by Sarita and others. And she asked, would I consider doing a crab boil? Sarita, do you want these teeth to fall out? Look at what's involved in a crab boil. I can't eat corn on the cob. I ain't gonna be biting no crab legs. I know somebody gonna say, well, you got a mallet. No. No, Sarita. I'm not doing a crab boil. When I read that question, I was like, oh, Lord, they trying to make my teeth fall out quicker than they ready to come out. No. All right, Roberto asked, did you move to another storage unit after you got busted? I surely did not. I love that storage facility. I just stopped cooking there. Mike B asked, I just want to know why you don't use hot sauce. I used to use hot sauce. I used to put hot sauce on everything. Everything. Greens, cabbage, meats. But the hot sauce bottle that I have in my storage right now looks like it could go in the Hall of Fame of hot sauce. That bad boy bottle looks so daggone old. I need to throw it away. I used to be hot sauce, but now it seems like because I haven't used it in so long, I don't miss it. No, I know what happened. I bought that sriracha the last camping trip. So it replaced the hot sauce. All right, the next question is from a couple of people asked this question. Have I ever been on the West Coast like Vegas? Yes, I have. I have been to California probably 4 times. I've been to San Francisco. I've been to Los Angeles. I've been to San Diego. And even from San Diego, the time I went there, I went to the, what is that next country? Oh my Lord, that you got to go across the border from San Diego. I can't even think of it now. Tijuana. I even went to Tijuana. Vegas, I've been to Vegas about 4 times. I absolutely love Vegas, probably more than 4, about 4 or 5, because I like Vegas because I love shows. And Vegas have really good shows, whether it's a comedy show, whether it's an illusionist show. I love going to those illusion shows, those magic shows and stuff like that. I'm really intrigued. And let's not mention, Vegas is the home of the Cirque du Soleil. And y'all know how I love the Cirque du Soleil. I probably seen all of the Cirque du Soleil shows that I was interested in Vegas. I've seen I've seen Zumanity, I've seen Kai, I've seen, I saw another one, Michael Jackson one, you know. I've seen them all, the ones that I'm interested in. So yes, I have been to Vegas about 4 times. The next question is from Aisha, and she asks, what other states have you lived in? I have never lived in any other state. Well, I'm in PA now, but prior to coming to PA, which I've been here now about 4 years, I've never lived anywhere else. I was born and raised in Baltimore, and I've never lived anywhere else. So I waited till I got past my 50s to move out of Baltimore. Okay, Pink Kisses ask, would you ever go skydiving? Absolutely not. No, sir, Bob, not me. I done told y'all already, I'm not a thrill seeker. I'm not gonna be bungee jumping. I ain't doing none of that crazy stuff. No, sir, not me. Jackie Blue asked, are you coming back to Maryland to be near your mom? I am not. I already told my mother, in fact, last weekend when I was down there, I told my mother I'm not coming back to Baltimore to live. She blew that. She blew that last year. I'm not coming back to Baltimore to live. It's expensive. It's higher than stuff up in PA. My insurance is cheaper now. Oh, no. I got everything situated up here in PA. This little town is always, for what I see right now will be my little home base. Even if I go away for 2 or 3 months, I'm always come back up this little way right here because I got things set up right here. W. Williams asks, living in your vehicle, where do you use the facilities? I already answered that one, you know. I already answered that. My primary place is the library. When the library ain't open on Sundays, the grocery store. I'm gonna make a video showing you guys my top favorite places to use the restroom. All right, guys, that's gonna be a wrap. I know it was a lot more that I did not answer. I apologize, but y'all be letting me have it with the questions and everything. I can't get everybody in here. I wish I could. But that's gonna be it for today's video. By the way, I'm taking a 2-day break from the car because it is super, super hot. It's like 100 degrees the past 2 days. It's hot. I was like, oh Lord, let me tell y'all this. Let me say this. I like winter. I like winter. I lived in this car so easy. I got through winter so easy. I'm not even sure that when this upcoming winter comes that I will go down south. I might just stay here in the winter time, you know. I just prefer, I'm a winter baby. Maybe that's it because I was born in January. But I feel like going into a hotel almost every damn day when it's like 100 degrees. How do you manage 100 degrees? I mean, even if you're out of your vehicle or as much as possible, just at night, just trying to manage sleeping at night with the humidity and the little fan that don't do nothing but blow hot air. You know, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. And you know, I don't like challenges in car life. I try all the time to just come up with ways to make it easier. And you know, sometimes there's just no darn solution to the heat but to be out of the heat. So August, the hottest month of the summer, oh yes, I will look. I'm gonna be in some hotels. I got 3 free nights. I'm gonna be away a whole week in August, going to my sister's timeshare, so that's great. The campground, I'm going camping this Friday, and I'm going to extend that time. So instead of leaving August the 2nd, I'm going to be leaving August the 4th. So I'm gonna do everything I can in August to be out of that car because that heat is no joke. It's not healthy. It's not safe. And for all you people out there or that might be out there that think, oh, you live in your car. Yeah, but I ain't sitting in no goddamn car no 100-degree weather. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. No, that's not right. I'm not built for that. I'm not built for that. All right, guys, that's going to be a wrap for today's video. As always, thank you guys for taking a few minutes out of your day to watch my videos. I appreciate you guys. You know that. If you don't know it by now, I don't know where you've been or who you've been watching. I'll see you guys the next time.